Good morning, guys, and welcome back to my channel where we're about that breaking cycles life. It is cold outside, hence we are inside, guys. It's like 8 degrees and it's like raining, so I'm not going outside today. We're gonna have it right here in this warm room. It's actually not that warm, the heater is not working yet, but it's warmer than outside. Okay, so how are you guys this week? I hope you guys are well, and it is the start of another week. We should thank God that we made it to the start of another week. I think I say that every week, and it should not be taken for granted. Honestly, we really should be grateful that we are able to start another week. And for this week, I believe that each and every one of us have a trial, and we need to be reminded that God is fighting for us and still fighting for us. So this song was chosen this week because regardless of whatever trial we're going through, whatever trial it is, we need to be reminded that God never stops fighting for us. So maybe you've guessed it. Our song for this week is Fighting for Me by Clemmons. I'm not sure if you're familiar with this song, but it's a beautiful song and I love it. And honestly, whenever I'm going through a rough moment, this song comes on, I am at peace, because this song is a reminder to me that God is never giving up on me, and he'll always fight for me regardless of whatever I'm going through. Okay, so let's get right into it. It's Fighting for Me by Clemmons, and the first verse, it says, I need the kind of love that can outlast the night. I need the kind of love that is willing to fight. And then it goes into the pre-chorus. But first, let me just go into that. Here it says, I need the kind of love that can outlast the night. Honestly, guys, in our society today, we don't have people that endure to the end. And I believe that's what she was trying to depict here in the very first line. The kind of love that outlasts the night, the dark times, the hard times, Oftentimes, in our selfish nature, I'm literally speaking to myself, in our selfish nature, we give up on people. We don't fight for them when we realize that, it looks as if they're bent on not changing or whatever of the sort. We give up on them. But honestly, guys, if you really look at it from God's perspective, he never gives up on us. Like, giving up on us would mean, to me, God giving up on us is his second coming. Honestly, the second coming, where everyone has made a deliberate choice, and those that have made that deliberate choice to go to hell, those are the ones that, I don't say he gave up on them, but he allowed them to live with the choices that they've made. And may God grant us that level of patience, that level of long suffering, that level of love, that we can outlast the night with those who he puts in our path. Honestly, because trust me, by experience, some people are rough to deal with. I'm telling you, rough, but still not impossible for God. And I when God is in the war, when God is in the battle, I never fear, because I know he'll be the victor in the end, right? And that's how we should approach life. That whenever we're going through the rough with someone, yes, it gets frustrating. I know, I am a living testimony of how frustrating it gets, how draining it gets. But honestly, what has God not suffered for us? Even death he has suffered for us. And honestly, you see I'm saying this, but honestly I'll be the person to be giving up on people sometime. I will not lie to you, because I'm like, you're stressing me out, right? And sometimes I'm not the person that expresses or showcases that love that lasts through the night. But may God work on our hearts that we become like him to outlast the night with those he puts in our pathway, right? And that he gives us the love, and the kind of love that is willing to fight. He gives us that love that's willing to fight for people, willing to fight to see people come to him. Fight, guys, have a fighting spirit to see people saved in the kingdom of God. Because honestly, sometimes it's just your intercession that will save people. It's not going to be your conversations or anything, but the prayer. Fight on your knees. If you can't fight anymore physically, fight on your knees for people, because I'm telling you, when heaven hears your prayer and your pleas regarding someone or a group of people, I'm telling you, God will go to war for you, and he will go and save his child out there. Living testimony. Okay. Guys, may God grant us that love that can outlast the night, and the love that is willing to fight. And then it goes to the pre-chorus. It says, when the going gets tough and my strength's not enough, I see you showing up like never before. This battle for my heart you took on from the start. You are the peace when my mind's at war. And it's just a reflection on God. I'm telling you, me in my teenage years, we thank God for a praying mother, okay? Because I was not nice. I'm telling you, I'm very secretive, right? And the things, like, I could have died so many times, and it would be because of my own mistakes, right? But God protected me throughout those times, and trust me, I'd be the type of person to be going to do wrong, knowingly do wrong, and be praying for God to protect me on the way. I'm telling you, that's how dangerous I was, right? Oh boy. But God and my mother's prayers, how she used to intercede for all her children, still intercedes for all her children. And she prays that God brings us back to him. And I was in the church but not in the church, if you get what I'm saying. And it's just the fact that my mom and her fighting spirit for her children was just impeccable. And I've learned from her that you never give up on someone. She never gave up on me as her child. She never gave up on any of her children. And she's still not giving up, I'm telling you. And it just makes me understand what true love is, and how we should fight for people. And that is what God does for us. But I'm telling you how God literally will take me, like from 2016, remember when I reconsecrated myself to God. He literally took me through the ropes of Christian journey. And when the going gets tough, guys, and I felt as if I was ready to just end it, it was God and his word that literally brought me back to that positive mindset, that pushing, fighting mindset, because it's only through the grace of God that I'm able to be here talking to you right now, right? And I'm grateful that God is still fighting for me in any trial that I'm going through. And he has fought for me. He has fought for me in this university in regards to the exams and everything. And it just makes me fall in love with him even more for the love that he has expressed to me. And I'm so grateful. So grateful. And then the chorus, it says, "You will never stop fighting for me when I can't fight for myself. Every word is a promise you keep, 'cause you love me like nobody else. You stand up for me in the darkest night. When my faith is weak, you're still by my side. You will never stop fighting for me. You'll never stop fighting for me." Honestly, I think I have found friends that fight for me like that. And those ones I hold on to. I'm telling you, when you realize that someone values you, you stay with them. And I'm telling you, especially my friend here, her name is Manas. She's a Muslim. And when I tell you that this girl, how she fights for me, it's amazing. I'm looking at her like, even at the start of our friendship, I'm like, you don't even know me, but you're going all out for me. And I'm like, I'll forever care for you. I'll forever take care of you. I'll forever love you, just because of that one or of those few moments of her going above and beyond for me. And I am so appreciative of her. And I love her, honestly. And for my other friend here, Celine, all my friends actually, my friends in Jamaica, I'm telling you, I have a good squad. I'm telling you, I have a great squad because they're handpicked. Because I've observed them and I know their heart, and I see their genuinity and their love for me, and I know they see the love that I have for them. My squad, A1. I'm telling you, love them like cooked food, right? And I'm telling you how they fight for me. It's the same way that they know Shanique would be like, I'm ready to fight for them. And that's what God does for me and for them on a daily basis, honestly. Just fighting for the one you love, for the one you care about. It is just something on another level. And trust me, when someone actually realizes how much you're fighting for them, how much you love them, it changes a world of things, right? It changes perspective. It changes how life is, for them. And you give people another chance at seeing how things are, a new perspective on life, basically, just in essence. And that's what fighting for someone does. And that's what Jesus does for us on a daily basis. The fact that I could sit and actually logically understand how Jesus fought for me made me love him even more. And I'm just so grateful that he fought for me, and he is still fighting for me in those moments when I wanted to take my life, in those moments when I was like, I'm so pissed, I'm giving up, or whatever. It's just him and his love and how he stuck by my side through it all makes me realize that, wow, he is worth serving. He's worth being a friend to. He's worth everything that he has been saying he is. And I love him all the more, and it makes me not want to ever turn away from him. I make mistakes, but do I ever want to turn away from him? Never. Never, 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 never. Okay, so it goes into the second verse. It says, "In the perfect timing, you make all things right. You paint a silver lining in this heart of mine." Good. So, guys, whenever you're on a journey with God and he's fighting for you, right? We have to understand that everything goes according to God's plan, and everything will work for good for those who love the Lord, and everything will happen, at the right time, the perfect time. And if we learn to trust in that, we would literally have peaceful days. I'm still learning to trust in that, honestly. Because sometimes I can be honest with you. I will be honest with you. I do not want to trust him sometimes. I'm like, no, it's okay. You don't have to do all those things, Just, yeah. But he's like, no, Shanique, trust me. And I'm like, okay, let me trust you. Let me believe and wait and be patient, Ooh, especially when I was coming to med school. And things happen according to your heart's desire, honestly. And if your heart's desire is God's will, definitely it will happen. I remember when I was stuck in America and I had failed statistics that year, and they were telling me I needed to repeat third year. I'm like, that is not about to happen. I'm finishing the University of West Indies in 3 years, okay? And then like my friends are like, Shanik, it's just one extra year, like what's it? I'm like, I don't know about you, but me, this year 1 year so I'm not going to spend more than 3 years in the University of the West Indies doing this course. And then God saw my need. He saw my despair. He saw my desire. And he worked it out. Honestly, he worked it out. I cannot say God didn't work it out. And he gave me an opportunity. And it looked as if it was impossible. But God, in the right time, in the perfect time, he made it right. And I was able to do an exam, and I did not spend more than 3 years in the University of the West Indies. God is amazing with his perfect timing. And he always places a silver lining in this part of mine. He always gives us hope. That is the love of God, to grant us hope with everything that we do. And then it goes into the pre-chorus again, and the chorus, and then it goes into the bridge. It says, your love is winning me over. Your heart is pulling me closer. And that's what I've been expressing to you throughout this entire video. Like, God's love, when you sit down and you actually ponder, you think about what he has done for you, it wins you over that you don't ever want to leave him. You love him so much. And I can tell you, it has won me, keeps winning me over. I swear, it does. And to learn of God's heart, pulls you closer. I'm telling you, it does. That even through the trials, like, I draw closer to him. I don't pull away, but I draw closer to him with every trial. Even if me I cuss him off, I'll be in heaven, and I'll be pacing in front of the throne. Yes, I don't have an overactive imagination, okay? This is just how I view heaven, right? And I'd be so pissed, especially if something just wasn't going right for the day or the week, right? And I'd be like, pacing. I'd be like, da, 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 da. My mom always says, Shadi, God must be in heaven laughing at you. Like this child. But still, honestly, that is how much I value God. At even in the darkest nights, I'm drawing closer to him. And that's what he wants. He wants all the emotions. He wants everything. He wants everything. He wants the happy moments, the angry moments, the sad moments. He wants everything, because he's the one that gave us the emotion. So why wouldn't he want you to express it to him, right? So draw closer to God with every waking moment. When you're angry, when you're sad, or whatever it is that you're going through, draw close to God. Okay, guys? And remember that he's always fighting for you. I know He's always fighting for me. This is a reminder for you that God is always fighting for you. And that's our song for this week. And I hope you guys go and listen to this song, Fighting for Me by Riley Clemmons. And I'll see you on Thursday for Bible study. Bye-bye. Have a great day. Hey guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's encouragement, and I hope you guys are ready for the day ahead. Now do me a favor and press that like button and subscribe button if you are new, so that we can get more of this positive Christian content out into the world, okay? And I'll link my daily devotional playlist right here and my Let's Talk playlist if you want to tackle some social issues, okay? So have a great day guys. Bye-bye.